What's up, everyone? Justin here, back with a Let's Talk About It, a new episode of Let's Talk About It, where I review and talk about movies I just saw, older movies, newer movies, TV shows. Let's talk about. Came out in 2023 at the end of the year. Actually, was released before Thanksgiving, November 17th. 2023. Let's talk about Thanksgiving, the horror movie that was directed, and the story was done and directed by Eli Roth. And another guy did the story, but Eli Roth directed it. If you're a horror fan like I am, you know his name. You know who Eli Roth is. The guy directed the Hostel movies, which were absolutely brutal. Some of them, at least part 2 is brutal. And I think they made 3 Hostels. I don't know if Eli Roth directed part 2. I think he did. But also he directed Cabin Fever, I believe. I got no problem with Eli Roth. The guy's a pretty good horror director. And I will say about Thanksgiving, when I get into it and talk about it more, holy shit, there were some insane, brutal, innovative kills that I've never seen before in a horror movie. Some absolutely new, original kills. It was insane how everybody was taken out of the movie and killed. So, it was released in November 2023. I just recently watched it. That's why I'm doing a Let's Talk About Thanksgiving. A lot of movies I've explained before, I think, on Let's Talk About It videos. I don't go to the theaters. I don't care to. I don't like sitting so damn close to people at the theaters. It's annoying. People there are annoying. So I don't prefer to go to the theaters. I got a big screen, a big enough screen in my bedroom. I'm fine with not seeing a horror movie on the big screen or a newer movie that is not horror. Again, I don't like theaters. And only if there's like nobody in there, maybe I would go see a movie in a theater again. Maybe if there's like 5 or 10 people, I'm okay with that. But I'm not okay with a theater that is absolutely packed with annoying, screaming children. I'm not a fan of kids or screaming kids. So anyways, I wouldn't say I don't dislike people or big crowds, because I'll be around a big crowd when I have to for a wrestling event. I don't mind it. If I'm at a casino, I don't mind a big crowd. At a concert, I don't care. Doesn't bother me. At a sports event, sports game, doesn't bug me. But for some reason, theaters bring out the absolute worst in people, and there's some god-awful parents that bring their kids and they act up in the theaters. And some people that are not kids, that should know better, like to talk too much. It's annoying. And like to stare at their phones during the movies and try to talk on the phone. So let's get into Thanksgiving. The budget was $15 million. To me, that seems like a bit too much. This movie didn't have that many special effects, except for the kills, in my opinion, for the what's it called? Special effects, the kills. That's like what maybe the $15 million was put into. All the special effect kills. and the blood. But it's not like they used any CGI or anything like that, except the big explosion at the end of the, I'll get to that. So it had a $15 million budget. The box office, it made a profit, $46.5 million. And maybe it made more than that if it was released internationally. The run time's 106 minutes. That was a bit too long. I would have liked it to be like an hour 35. But it felt, I think it was about an hour 44 or something. It's like 5-10 minutes too long. They could have cut it down by 5 or 10 minutes. But again, I wasn't complaining. I wasn't bored. During the end of the movie, it's not like I was thinking, oh my God, this is way too long. When is it going to end? I never thought that, and I was never bored by Thanksgiving. So here's some of the plot, because I'm not going to go over everything. I'm going to just go over mostly the kills and what I thought of the movie. So during Thanksgiving in Plymouth, Massachusetts, people are gathering outside the local Right Mart superstore. It's like a Walmart. And it was true how a lot of those people were acting. They act like that. I don't know if they did last year in America, but throughout the years, before like Amazon Prime took over with people ordering and having your stuff delivered straight to your house, so you don't gotta fucking go out on a Black Friday and get your ass stompled and just stampeded over and stomped on and possibly injured or killed. I think people have died before on Black Friday when people rush in the stores and just run over each other. People probably have had heart attacks before, but I'm not sure. But this was definitely brought back a lot of memories when I saw all the people rushing, trying to get in the store. I never did that. I never waited outside at 5, 6 in the morning trying to get in a store on Black Friday. I have never done that. Those people are pretty nuts. They end up getting in the store, and just like the movie, basically, except in the movie, a lot of kills were happening in the store. When everybody rushed in, there were kills happening, and people didn't even realize it. In the fucking movie, that was great. That was a great setup to do kills in a fucking shopping center on Black Friday where everyone acts nuts like they're not human. Seriously, people, look up videos of Black Friday fights. People start fighting each other over fucking 50-inch TVs. It's stupid. People don't know how to act, or fighting over PlayStations, fighting over Xboxes. It's insane. So I like that as part of the movie Thanksgiving. And that was a great way to start it off. Before they showed the name of the movie, Thanksgiving, they had some kills in the damn store on Black Friday. So the Superstore is preparing for a Black Friday sale. Jessica Wright, whose father owns the store, she's one of the main characters. She's like a final girl. She was really good in it. Her name is Jessica, the character. Her name is Neil something in real life. Very attractive woman, and she was a good final girl, good actress in this movie. So, I don't know, I don't think she's ever done horror before this. So then it goes on to say, the crowd outside sees Jessica and her boyfriend Bobby and her friends. They get let inside the store early. And one of the guys is a real dick. One of her, Jessica's friends, is a real dick about it. He's inside the store. He sees the crowd. He starts flipping off the crowd, picking up items, like celebrating. And this one guy is really pissed off outside because he's like, you let them in early, what the fuck? So then, anyways, the crowd outside sees them and they go into a frenzy. This was pretty damn funny, I thought. And they stampede themselves into the store. And one of the security guards, they only got like 2 security guards, seemed like. Not in one sheriff cop. And then one of the guys that works at the store, I think he's not Jessica's father, but he's dating one of the characters. So he's working on Black Friday. They only got like 4 to 5 people trying to control a big ass crowd outside, trying to rush in. And they one of the security guards, a fat white guy, and he actually appears later in the movie to get killed by the killer. Anyways, that security guard, fat white guy, he's like, I don't need this shit, I quit, and he runs off. He doesn't want to deal with the crowds. So then, again, they barge in the store. The doors are glass, obviously. In the front, the doors start cracking, about to break, a ton of glass about to break. And then they open the doors, and this poor guy starts getting trampled over, because he's in front of the line. He gets trampled over, and he lands and gets cut with a glass from the door, slits his throat. He's basically dying. He's trying to crawl. His friend sees him, and then I believe another person steps on him running into the store, and then he just totally dies because the glass got in his throat more. So then they barge in the store, resulting in multiple people dying. Again, original kills I've never seen before. Very original for a horror movie. I've seen a ton of horror movies, and it's hard to shock me. When I watch horror movies, I never get shocked. I never get scared. I just enjoy the genre horror. It's one of my favorite genres type of movies. I love horror movies, love action movies, love revenge movies, and comedies too. But anyways, back to Thanksgiving. In the store, the poor woman that plays, I forget her name. I'll get her. It doesn't matter what her character name is. Gina. Her name's Gina Gershon. She's in it. I don't know how old she is, but she's still damn attractive. Let me get her. Let's get her name here. Gina Gershon plays Amanda Collins. And she's 61 years old. My goodness, there she is. She's still hot to me. 61 years old. She looks pretty damn good to me. Holy shit, I can't believe she's 61. I don't know what else she's been in, but I think she's been around a long time acting. So Gina Gershon has been, she's been in a lot of stuff. I can't believe she was 61 in this. But anyways, she was in Riverdale and what else? She's in the movie Cocktail with, I believe Tom Cruise is in that. Red Heat, Showgirls. So, yeah, she's been in a lot of movies. She was in FX's Rescue Me series, HBO. How to Make It in America. She was also in Riverdale and NBC medical series New Amsterdam. So Gina Gershon, 61. That's crazy. To me, right here, she looks about 50. Or 49, 48. So, I don't know about you, but I absolutely would hit that. I don't care if she could be 70. If she looks that good, I wouldn't care. She's an attractive woman. So, yeah, poor Gina Gershon, her character falls down, gets like pushed over, falls on the floor, and there's like no security, so nobody in this fucking store even knows what's happening, that people are getting killed. Gina Gershon sadly gets her head run over by a fucking shopping cart. That was insane. And then the shopping cart, her hair got like stuck in the wheel or stuck in it, and the shopping cart person just kept trying to push it away. Like, they didn't fucking realize they slammed into a person's head. Fucking crazy, insane shoppers and Thanksgiving. My God. So then they push the shopping cart away, rips part of her fucking skull and scalp off of her head. That was a great kill. And then she wasn't dead yet. She was just really injured and hurt. Can you fucking imagine? Good God, getting part of your skin on your head ripped off. Then two shopping carts like run into each other and they just smash her head. Smash into her head and kill her. Good God. And then the boyfriend of, what's her name? I can't even get her name here. But the boyfriend of the main girl, her name's Jessica. So her boyfriend Bobby is like a baseball star pitcher, I think, or star athlete in high school. I think they're in high school. They all looked older than high school kids, I will say that. But anyways, Jessica's boyfriend falls over and he has his hand like he's trying to get up. Someone just steps on his wrist and snaps it in half. So his pitching career is like over. Or him as a baseball player is like over. And he was like known by everybody in this state that he was like a star athlete. So anyways, then out of the store, I think there were and another guy gets killed in the store. I forget how he got killed, but he was holding some item. He wouldn't let go of it, and he died holding the item. And then some woman just rips it out of his hands. Like, what the fuck? He really would be that heartless? Anyhow, then we go to like a diner. Some small diner. Before I get to the diner, where one of the waitresses was a part of the massacre in the supermarket. So then the killer that I guess was there, he was there, and he wants revenge. And we find out who the killer was at the end, but in the beginning, a year later, after the horrible massacre on Black Friday, he wants revenge for seeing all those people died. And then at the end we find out is he got Gina Gershon's character, he got her pregnant, and he was having an affair with her. And he got her pregnant. And then, obviously, he was in the store, he saw her die. He got really pissed, and he shot his gun off. If you can't figure out who that was that shot their gun off, and then the movie starts and it says Thanksgiving goes on the screen. But then, in the supermarket, in the diner, again, they are giving away these, where the hell is the name of the mask? So they tried to, I don't know, it's like some mask of some, I don't know who it was, some old politician or something, mask. John, it was a figure The killer was a figure dressed in black, wearing a John Carver mask. I don't know my history well, but John Carver is one of the pilgrims who came from the Mayflower in 1620. So there he is. That's what he looked like, and that's what the mask was. The killer was wearing his mask because they had a ton of masks they were giving out at diners, I guess, for Thanksgiving celebrations. I don't know why, but here's a free mask. Wear it. Because he was one of the pilgrims. I didn't even know he was a pilgrim. Again, I'm not great at history. So then, the police discover that Lizzie was present on Black Friday, and I think Lizzie was a waitress. I'm not sure what her name was. But, yeah, Lizzie, whoever the waitress was, trying to get her name. The waitress, anyways, at the diner, they're closing, and she gets killed. She starts getting attacked by the killer, wearing the mask in the diner. Innovative kill again. She didn't get killed yet, but this was innovative. Something I've never seen before in a horror movie. She gets her face shoved in a sink of water. The killer's like trying to drown her, lets her out, opens a freezer door, throws her face attached to the metal freezer door so her face is frozen to the metal door because it's a freezer door and her face was all wet. So then the killer's coming, he's walking awfully fucking slow, but she pulls her face off of the metal door, her skin rips off of her cheek. That was pretty awesome special effect. And then she runs outside stupidly. The waitress is trying, and she's a kind of overweight woman. She's trying to run away, and a car's behind her, chasing her down. The killer's in a car. She thinks, oh, I can get away. She tries to jump in a dumpster. The car just slams her legs up against the dumpster, closes on her, rips her body in half at the torso. Cuts her in half. That was a great fucking kill. So then Jessica starts trying to work with the investigators and the police, trying to provide footage. She gets footage from the supermarket from a year ago because they never deleted it. So she gets a hold of it. And the guy that was hitting on her in the crowd outside of Black Friday, he was trying to hit on her, on Jessica. She was nice to him, but her boyfriend Bobby was a dick to him. He was like, back the fuck off, get out of here, I'm with her. But the guy kept trying to invite Jessica to like a party or something, and she was like, no, I can't go. But anyway, she gets footage of him hugging the guy that was trampled and got cut with glass in his throat. So let's go on to so the guy, Jessica's dad, will not close the store. He's determined to open it again. A year later, after a massacre, he wants to open again on Black Friday. He does not want to close. Everybody's trying to tell him he should close. He doesn't want to. So Jessica's stepmother, Kathleen, by the way, she was very attractive. I forget her name, but she was attractive as hell. She's not even in the... she is in the cast here. Her name's Karen Clicky or something. Anyway, she's 47 years old. The woman that played Kathleen. Again, very attractive woman. And Jessica, very attractive woman and actress. The friend of Jessica, what was her name? Abby, I think, is her name. Or Gabby. Her name is Gabby. Jessica's friend, Addison Rae. I don't know where she came from, but claims she rose to fame on TikTok, I guess. Where she had amassed 88 million followers. So there she is. She's in Thanksgiving. And she's attractive too. I never heard of her. I'm not on TikTok. And anyways, back to the movie Thanksgiving. Again, innovative. Fucking kills. A ton of them. That were just really innovative. Kills I've never seen before. So, anyways, back to the movie. Eli Roth, for coming up with those kills, if you did, or whoever did, you're a sick man. You are truly a sick man. Some of the kills, one of them in particular, I was like this. I had my mouth open for about a minute after seeing that kill. It was insane. So then they're gonna have a like Thanksgiving Day parade, I guess, in their town. And the town, when some of the murders start happening, the town is like absolutely dead. Like hardly anybody's around. Hardly any police or anything. So, as I go on, they have the, this was before, I believe, the Thanksgiving parade. They're in a high school, I guess. I don't think it's a college. And one of the cheerleaders is, I think he's a teacher assistant or a teacher. I'm not sure. But he's an older guy. Follows the cheerleader, like, back to the gym where it's dark as hell so they can basically have sex. Teacher-student relationship with each other, which I bet still happens a lot. It's always going to happen. I'll tell you one thing. When I was 12 and 11 in middle school, I had a teacher that was absolutely gorgeous. Really attractive teacher. And everybody in the class, all the fucking preteen, teenage boys, absolutely loved her. And my God, she wear these short skirts. Good God, I still fucking remember her. She is burned into my brain. How hot she was. And anyways, I'm just saying, if my teacher in middle school would have offered herself to me, I would have done it too. And plus, you're immature. At 12, 13, 14, you're immature. Of course, you're going to sleep with an older woman if they offer themselves to you. But anyways, my God, that teacher is absolutely gorgeous that I had for... she was in my middle school for 3 years that I was there. I had her as a teacher in 6th and I think just 6th grade, but I saw her a lot in 7th and 8th. I talked to her a lot and tried to get close to her. Funny story, she's a big fan of the Green Bay Packers, and I would always talk to her about the football games in the winter during the school year. That would happen. Anyways, I don't know. She seemed to really enjoy me as a student, and I fucking loved her as a teacher. I had a huge crush on her. But yeah, the cheerleader starts telling the guy, just sit here and look at me and get excited, I guess. She starts jumping on a trampoline, takes off her thong, jumping on the trampoline. And then the guy was, I think, his back turned around, but anyways, the killer turned his neck, snapped his head around, and killed him. She was still jumping on the trampoline, not knowing he was dead. then she spreads her legs and does a splits and the knife through the trampoline, coming up through it, just killing her, hitting her in the legs and the arm and the stomach. Insane kill, very innovative. That was a good one. So the cheerleader's gone and the older guy's gone. So that's like 3 kills already in the movie, I believe. So then, God, Jessica's stepmother, the poor woman. Again, very attractive actress. Very attractive woman. The poor woman gets taken by the killer. Or I believe she's taken after... She's taken in during that parade, I think, or somehow the killer abducts her. 2 of her friends get abducted in the high school. And then Jessica's stepmother gets abducted. I don't know how the killer had all this time to do that, but he did. So then Jessica's stepmom is laying out on a table on her back, I believe tied down to it. And the fucking insane killer starts buttering, whatever the hell that's... what's that called when you do that to a turkey? Not basil it. I don't know. Where you gotta spread butter or oil on the damn turkey's dead body before you put it in the oven. I forget what it... Basting. I think it's called basting a turkey. I believe it is. Called basting a turkey. He starts... With the brush, he's putting it all over her legs and her face. Like, he's ready to cook her. What the fuck? You don't do that to humans. That was insane. Then there's some giant oven, wherever the killer took them. Why was there some giant oven there to put a human body in? Because it was big enough to fit a human in it. So then the killer puts her in the oven. Or before that, she actually got away from him, ran upstairs, but the doors and windows are barred. She couldn't get out. I felt really bad for the stepmom. I was like, oh shit, she's going to get killed because she couldn't get out. Then he puts her in the fucking oven. Puts her in the oven on her back. Her feet are tied together like this, like a fucking turkey's body is. Insane kill. Then she's screaming, please don't do this. I'll do anything, let me go. He closes his oven door, starts cooking her. That is insane. Insane kill. She starts getting cooked like a fucking Thanksgiving turkey. Great name for a horror movie, by the way, Thanksgiving. Great plot for a horror movie to do it around the holiday, Thanksgiving. Because we've seen horror movies done around Halloween, based on Halloween and Christmas horror movies. Now we get a Thanksgiving one. And maybe there has been movies from the 80s, I don't know, that were horror based around Thanksgiving. I'm not sure. But that oven kill, where he had her legs tied up like a turkey, absolutely insane. That was insane. That was insane. So again, we had the diner kill outside. That was insane. Body cut in half. Then her legs are hung on the supermarket sign. Then we have the trampoline kill. Insane. Then we have the fucking woman basted up like a turkey kill in the oven. That was insane. And then 2 girls at the parade, 2 little girls, the guy that's driving the truck in the parade route. He gets his head smashed with some long object, goes through the back of his head, blood squirting out of his face. These little girls are in the passenger seat. They're just getting blood squirted and thrown on them. That was insane. Then the woman, one of the friends of Jessica. What was her name? By the way, the guy from that was in Grey's Anatomy is a sheriff, Patrick Dempsey. He was known as McDreamy, I believe. Or everybody, woman loved him. Patrick Dempsey at one time, I think, was the sexiest man alive on People magazine. So he's 58 years old. There he is, ladies. If you think he still looks good, I don't know. I don't think he looks bad for 58. But yeah, he's in it. He's the main character. So then the girl, what the hell was her name? Well, a friend of Jessica. She's at her house and her dad's just forcing her. We're moving away to Florida. We're leaving and going to Florida because of all these damn murders. He wants to just take her, move to Florida. So she starts packing. Her dad gets killed, taken out of the tranquilizer, and killed. And then she gets her ear something. The killer attacks her, stabs her in the fucking eardrums. Insane kill. She didn't die, but you would be deaf. How horrible. What a horrible way to go. So she gets stabbed in the ears. She's down in pain. She's trying to crawl away and get away. She can't get away. Then her friends show up. Jessica actually shows up with one of her friends. A guy that was like dating this girl that was stabbed in the ears. I don't know his character name, or the blonde that got stabbed in the ears. I could look their names up, but right now I don't care to. Just watch the movie Thanksgiving. God, and then she like gets pushed on a fucking like a tool table, pushed on a table that has a buzzsaw, and it turns on the buzzsaw. She falls into it, starts cutting her up in the stomach. Insane kill. She falls off the table, her guts are just coming out of her body, her organs and guts coming out of her body. And her boyfriend goes up, starts holding her, trying to pick her up like he can save her. Her guts are falling out of her. That was an insane kill with the buzzsaw. Insane. Brutal. When I saw that buzzsaw kill, I was like, holy fuck, that's insane. But obviously it's special effects, but holy fuck, that's why I love horror movies. For the great special effects. So, before I end with my final thoughts on Thanksgiving from 2023, there's a few horror movies I'll share with you. I love horror movies. Always have since I was like 4 or 5 years old. When I first saw Nightmare on Elm Street. It freaked me the hell out as a kid. Gave me nightmares. Seriously, I had legit nightmares with Freddy Krueger in them. Because I was freaked out by him. As a 4 or 5-year-old. Again, I shouldn't have been even seeing that movie, but I was at my aunt's house, and my brother's older than me by 4 years. So he was 8 years old. Or he was 6, or he was 8 or 9, I believe, and I was 4 or 5. Still, an 8 or 9-year-old should not be seeing Nightmare on Elm Street. But it was the 80s. That's what happened in the 80s, I guess. Or parents or relatives let you get away with a lot of shit that they thought, oh, it's just a movie, I guess. But seriously, it gave me fucking nightmares for years. But then I was just absolutely hooked on horror movies growing up. All the Friday the 13th, all the Nightmare on Elm Streets. I kept renting them over and over. Here's a few I got in my collection. Annabelle Comes Home, Blu-ray. I still haven't watched it, but I saw the first Annabelle. First Annabelle I thought was boring as hell. Until like after 30 minutes. Then I think it got better. Pet Sematary, the original and the remake. This movie has some great kills in it. Innovative kills that I've never seen before. Since before this movie and after it, there have not been such great kills than in this movie. Just like Thanksgiving had great kills, this movie definitely does. Happy Birthday to Me. Great kills in it, especially the one where the guy's lifting weights and the weights come down and smash his head and face. Queens of Scream, 3 movies. When a Stranger Calls, I Know What You Did Last Summer, and Vacancy. The Watcher and the Skeleton Key I've yet to watch yet, but there they are. These are probably more thriller, I think, than horror. A lot of horror movies are like thrillers. I think horror is more with gore and blood, in my opinion. Like, horror is more slasher movies. The Boy 2, I've yet to see it. I never even saw The Boy 1. But, yeah, Katie Holmes is in this. It's the mother. Katie Holmes. I like her. Countdown. I saw this already, but I have the Blu-ray. It was included in a horror pack I got that I did an unboxing for. Check out my unboxing videos, by the way. Ma. There it is. Get Home Safe. I watched a little bit of it and I decided to stop and watch it the next day, but I've yet to see it all. There it is. I think there's 1 or 2 innovative kills in that I never seen before. Paranormal Activity 2. I think I saw 1 and I think I enjoyed it. I don't remember. This does not look good. This looks boring, but it's a horror pack limited edition. And then we got a movie called Angel, which I've yet to watch. Still in the plastic. So, I got a ton of more. Horror movies, this is great. Great remake of It. A lot more blood and gore than the TV It 1990 movie. Dark Tales from Channel X, I've yet to watch. I need to watch some of these because I have a lot of Blu-rays I've yet to watch. I'm a busy man. I got other interests and hobbies than just watching movies all the damn time. So my final thoughts, let's get to the end of Thanksgiving. Where Jessica and Bobby's helping, or I don't know if Bobby was even there, but he was trying to help. They were trying to escape Jessica. Jessica starts, the sheriff, Patrick Dempsey's the killer. He's revealed as the killer. He traps Jessica in a room. And she's like, why? Basically, why are you doing this? And then he starts explaining. Well, in the supermarket massacre, I got her pregnant. Gina Gershon's character, he got her pregnant. And then she's killed, taken from him. So he wanted to punish the whole town, I guess. Fucking maniac. Don't do that in real life. Anyways. So, yeah. He starts about to kill Jessica, has her trapped in a room with the door shut. But she starts live streaming his confession that he's a killer, leading him to attack her until she's saved by Bobby, her ex-boyfriend. They attempt to escape in a tow truck, but the sheriff puts the tow truck and grabs I don't know what you call it, a cable, hooks it to a giant turkey, inflatable turkey that was in the parade. So the tow truck cannot get away. And Jessica starts putting gunpowder in a musket gun, or whatever the hell those old guns are called. Because she explained earlier in the movie she learned how to load a gun in a musket with gunpowder and shoot it off. So she's loading it up. The sheriff's right behind her. She's in the back of the tow truck. And she says to the sheriff, says to him, "Hey, Sheriff, you were right. No leftovers." And she shoots a turkey full of air and helium, which would explode. It's like gas, helium. So she shoots a giant turkey, it explodes. An inflatable turkey explodes. He, I guess, exploded in the fire and he's gone. Sheriff's dead. Then the firemen and cops show up and rescue her, and her friends are still alive that were kidnapped. They were all set. They were all tied up at a Thanksgiving table, and the killer was talking to them on the microphone, like saying to them, "What are you thankful for? You all got to tell me, what are you thankful for?" Stuff like that. So then, the following morning, Bobby's taken away in an ambulance. Jessica reunites with Ryan, her new boyfriend. The guy that was trying to get with her in the beginning, but she was blowing him off. They're together now, and when I was watching this, before the end, I was thinking Ryan, the guy Ryan, is probably the killer. Wanting revenge on her because she ignored him or something. But he wasn't. Ryan was a good guy. He was a really great guy, actually. When he was dating her, he got them all football tickets to go see the Patriots. And her friends did not like Ryan at first, but then they started liking him. So the authorities were unable to find out where the sheriff's remains were, leading them to believe he was incarnated in the explosion. I don't know how that's possible, but whatever. It's a horror genre. I guess he could come back from the dead, or be alive in a Thanksgiving 2 if they want to do a remake. Made pretty much money, $45 million. So I wouldn't be upset about a remake, a Thanksgiving 2, if they did one. I'd watch it. So, anyways, Jessica continues to have nightmares about it. And she opens her closet door, thought the killer's in there. He wasn't, but then he's full of flames and he grabbed her in the closet, but that was just a dream. She woke up. And then the movie ends. As she had nightmares of the sheriff attacking her, but it was a dream, just a nightmare, and she woke up. My final thoughts on Thanksgiving. A+. I enjoyed it. Great, innovative, original kills in this movie. Thanksgiving, great horror movie. I don't know about A+. I'll say A-. But the kills were so good that it still gets an A. Great of a A- for Thanksgiving. Everybody watching this, I say check out Thanksgiving. If you did not see it last November, check out Thanksgiving. Really good horror movie. I enjoyed it. Eli Roth, you killed it. You really killed it with those kills. And why can't I? Anyways, I can't even get Eli Roth's name on that site. I wanted to press it, but wasn't available. I believe he did direct Cabin Fever. which I really enjoyed when I first saw it. So, yeah, Eli Roth directed Hostel. Knock Knock with Keanu Reeves. I watched that. I enjoyed that. Cabin Fever. Did he direct Hostel 2? I don't know. I'm looking it up. Yeah, he directed Hostel 2. Again, that movie's brutal. Just brutal, brutal kills. Not where I'm like, oh, that's a great kill. It's like where I'm just absolutely feel super bad for the women. Especially the woman that had to be nude, hanging upside down. Good God. But yeah, Hostel 2 is damn good. Really good. I liked it better than Hostel 1. Eli Roth also directed a movie called Clown, which I don't know what the hell that's about, but it looks like a horror movie. He also directed the remake of Death Wish. It wasn't bad, but come on. You can't compare the remake of Death Wish. You can't compare it to the original with the great Charles Bronson. I'm a big fan of his. Rest in peace, Charles Bronson. Eli Roth, again, you killed it on Thanksgiving. Really good horror movie. A- grade. I say check it out. Bye for now. Like, comment, share, subscribe.